Hello, humanoids. You got Flying Solo coming at you with Marvel. There it is. Marvel Champions Living Card Game Randomizer. This matchup brought to you by my good friend and little sidekick buddy, loyal gaming compatriot, Steven. He has rolled me up as random encounter. It is the Ebony Maw with the Temporal and what's her name? Enchantress. Enchantress, wherever she is, the Enchantress sets. So we're just playing on random. We are playing on Expert mode, of course. We only play on Expert. Not to brag, because we're probably going to lose. But this is a win, lose, or draw game. So this is the one and only recording I am going to make. And that is what you see is what you get. If he kicks my butt, then he kicks my butt. And the game is done and the day is lost. Okay, we have to play Jean Grey. And on protection. So my idea was to use mutant protectors to be able to defend myself with X-Men from my hand. And also I was throwing in force field generators, just anything basically so that I would not have to exhaust to defend and that I could flip to the Phoenix and whip his butt. So of course, let's take a look at the characters here. We have Jean Grey, who is restrained right now with Phoenix Force, which has 4 counters on it. And after we can spend one of the counters as a wild resource. And if it gets down to 0 counters, she is going to flip into the Phoenix and lose 2 thwart, gain 2 attack. So that timing of that is going to be paramount. We're going to draw 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's take a look at what we got today, the Ebony Maw. So we discard cards until we get a spell for attack on nowhere. So we're on Expert, so he is at stage 2. So he is going to... We're going to have 2 spells. So let's get each of those. First, there goes a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh, that was a spell. Okay, we'll take a look at those in a second, and another spell. Okay, and these are discarded, so there they go. So we have invocation counters on these things. This one has 3. He is going to, every time he activates, he's going to remove an invocation counter, and when they go off, we have to suffer their terrible effects. So this one is going to, after the 3rd one is removed, is going to deal 2 damage to each character we control. Bad. Manipulation. After it is removed, we will discard a card at random from our hand and confuse ourselves. Okay, so let's take a look at our opening hand. Oh, he has, by the way, 18 health, and we have 9. Or 9 for our French viewers. Oh, boy. 2... Oh, Cyclops. Okay. And the X-Gene. Well, this is interesting. What... I don't think we're going to mulligan. We're definitely going to play the X-Gene while we're on this side. So we cannot play 2 force field generators. So let's get that X-Gene into our support area and think about what we're going to do. Now that must be used for an identity specific event. So if we want to play this force field, we must use all 3 of these cards, which I think we will do. I think we will do it. Place 2 power counters on Phoenix Force. I don't know when I want that to go off. I don't have a lot of experience with Jean Grey. 4 damage to the villain with the Psychic Blast. Well, I think I'm going to stick with my strategy and play the Force Field Generator. So that has 6 counters, so it can absorb quite a bit of damage from him. Just using dice. I think they made... Okay, 6. Hopefully you can see that. And we are going to flip... And we thwart for 3 and attack for 1. So I suppose we can thwart this turn, or attack this turn and thwart next turn. So let's drew our first blood. They drew first blood. Yeah. And we'll just say that that's good enough. Hold on. Yeah, there's nothing, these cards are too expensive. There's nothing else I could have done. Maybe I should have taken a mulligan, but the die is cast. We ready, and we draw 5. Nice. Mutant Protectors. Colossus. There we go. Psychic Misdirection and Power Protection. So that is going to be really good against Psychic Misdirection if a minion comes out. So we're going to go to him, and he's going to put his threat here, and he's going to attack us. Which we're going to take because we have the Force Field Generator. Or we can use Mutant Protectors and just defend with Colossus. But I think we're going to play Colossus this turn, actually. Come to think of it, because I don't think we're going to get a minion for Psychic Misdirection. So let's take the attack first. So he does 2 plus a boost of 2. So the Force Field Generator goes down to 2. What a great card. And let's see what comes off the top of the deck. A Fireball. And that is a Surge. Oh, and these, sorry, after he activates, before we draw that, we have to put these down. Now, the fireball has 4 counters on it, and after that goes off, he is going to deal 4 damage directly to our identity. And that's a Surge. So, an Ancient Warrior who has Quick Strike, so he's going to hit us for 2. So we're going to lose the last 2 counters for our Force Field Generator. Okay. Discard a card at random from our hand. We are confused. Well, we'll have to deal with that next turn. What else can we do? Now we do have... We could use Psychic Misdirection. So I guess we'll save it. Yeah, we'll save it. 2, 3, 4, and we'll play Colossus. And he comes in, and he is tough. And we'll hold our Psychic Misdirection. And we have an empty Force Field Generator, which will come in handy later. I know he's tough, but we're not going to be taking an attack this turn, so we're going to use him to deal 3 damage to the villain, putting him to 14. And that's going to take no damage from him because he was tough. And we are going to thwart the scheme down to 0 for now. And we're going to pass, drawing... Can you see these cards here? Yes, drawing 4 more, going back to 5. 2, Telekinetic Shield, another Generator, 4, Mind Control, nice. And Telekinetic Attack, that's our big 7 damage strike. We ready up, and the Ebony Maw, he is going to put his threat here and come for an attack. So we are going to pay 1 from X-Gene and 1 from Phoenix Force. And that will leave us with enough to play another Force Field Generator. So Psychic Misdirection. You can only use it if you're psionic. When an enemy attacks you, choose a different enemy. Damage from this attack is dealt to the chosen enemy instead of us. So he is going to, of course, attack his Ancient Warrior for 4 and smash and kill him. Why'd you do that? What an idiot. Attacking his own guys. You goofball. And let's see what comes off the top of the deck for us. This time, exhaust your identity card and Surge. And we have our first side scheme. We'll put the hit points up there. He's at 14. Each player must choose to either take 2 damage or place 2 threat here, and it has 3 threat. So I'm going to take 2 damage. Because I can easily get rid of that right on the next turn. Okay, there's Colossus. He is ready to fight. So, Telekinetic Attack. So we can put up another Force Field Generator, or we can deal 7 damage to him. Oh my gosh, right. Sorry. Manipulation. Discard a card at random from your hand. You are confused. That's after he activates, so Psychic Misdirection is gone already. So we're confused. Well, that's going to be bad for this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll a die 4. It is a 4. So Telekinetic Attack, that is gone. So we have no option at all for that. And we're confused. So this is bad. Next turn, deal 2 damage to each character we control. So this turn, we are going to... We still could play the Force Field Generator. We're going to lose Colossus probably anyway, so we're going to attack for 3 and bring him down to 11. And that's going to put 2 damage. And we can block with Colossus. Mind Control, that's not going to work because there's no minion. And we could put a shield for 5 on us, but that's not a tech. So, like, it would be better for our repurpose to have a Force Field Generator. So I'm going to go down to 2, spend it as a wild resource, and have a second Force Field Generator here. 6 more counters. And I'll end the turn there, drawing 5. Okay, interesting. Iceman, Utopia, Rise from the Ashes, and the X-Jet. Ready. Put a second threat here, and he's going to attack, which we're going to just block with Colossus, because this Rebel Storm is going to explode on us. So, Colossus takes 3 damage, and he is KO'd. See you later. Thank you for coming. You did enough. And Rebel Storm, deal 2 damage to each character. We are down to 5. And the Fireball, which will deal us 4 damage directly, will go down to 2. And we'll go to the top of the deck. Attached to your identity, you cannot make basic attacks or play attack events, but we can spend lightning and blue to get ready to this. We are seduced by the Enchantress. Okay. Basic attacks or attack events. Well, let's take a look at what we get here. We can stun him with Iceman, or we can play Rise from the Ashes, which will, if we die, will come back, which is crazy. But I think stunning him would be a pretty sweet play as well. Utopia. After an X-Men ally enters play, exhaust Utopia, ready a character. So we could play Utopia and then 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is ready again. Yeah, we will. 1, 2, 3. We're going to go Phoenix Force down to 1. That's dangerous. And play Iceman. We can't use X-Gene. So before we play Iceman, we are going to thwart. Get rid of our Confuse, because we can't attack. Then we'll play Iceman. And we will exhaust Utopia to ready her, and we will get rid of this side scheme, since we cannot do anything with the main as long as that is in play. So Reactor Overload is solved. I guess I'll attack him. Bring him down to 9. We're going to have to flip, though, eventually. Bring him down to 9. We can take a defense, but you know what? Ah, boy, but if we flip, he might go to his next scheme. Let's see what it does. We got to get a spell. So we're going to stay on this side for just right now and ready everybody up and take 5 cards. Okay, 5. Okay, the White Hot Room, Phoenix Rekindle, the Mutant Protector. Of course, I built this around Mutant Protector and X-Men, but you never get them both at the same time. The Phoenix Suit, giving her Aerial, ready her. I could place 2 Phoenix counters on Phoenix Force because I don't think I'm ready to flip yet. But let's have him go first. So we're going to take it in the Force Field Generator. 2 plus 2 is 4. This goes down to 2. He adds a threat there. Fireball comes down to 1. Okay, I should be doing that stuff in order. Gotta get better at that. And take the top card of the deck, which is a Chitauri Soldier. When he attacks, discard the top card of the encounter deck and take damage equal to the number of boost icons on that card. Okay. Alright, we're going to slow it down a notch here. Now, Iceman has 3 freeze counters on him when he comes into play. 1, 2, 3. And after a minion enters play, he can remove a freeze counter to stun the minion. So this guy is stunned, so we won't have to deal with him right now, and perhaps we can misdirect the attack later. So we'll go back to our turn. Maybe he's at 9. We're going to take 4 next turn. Remove 4 threat from a scheme if you have Unleashed. Stun and confuse the enemy. You know what? Maybe we should do that. White Hot Room. Place a power. Heal 2 from Jean Grey. That's only as a... Boy. I mean, the freaking fireball is going to bring us down to 1. But we could heal. Retaliate 1. Stun and confuse. Can I go back to Jean Grey after I am Phoenix? I can. You know what? Let's have some fun. I can't make any attacks until I spend those abilities. Until I spend those cards, though. So there'd be no point in flipping if I can't attack. Because I'm seduced. Maybe we should get rid of that. Maybe we should just delay. I'll spend 2 to get rid of seduced. I'll thwart for 3. That's gone. I mean, we're not in a scary position right now. And maybe I should just play White Hot Room. And keep the Phoenix Suit. Yeah, I'll flip now that I've thwarted that down. And I'll pay 2. I'll pay 1 and use X-Gene. And I'll keep this. I'll put White Hot Room out. So now that I'm in Alter Ego, I will heal 2 damage. Okay, so I'm at 7. Maybe that's the best. So I'm about to take 4 in the face. And we're going to hit him for another 2 now with Iceman. So he goes down to 7. And we're going to pass the turn to him and ready up and draw 6 cards this time. 5 plus our Phoenix Force. So there's Psychic Misdirection, Telepathic Trickery, Energy, Mental Paralysis. Attached to a non-elite enemy cannot activate. Wow, that's cool. Repurpose. Okay, that's sick. Now let's go. Okay, he adds 1 threat. And he activates. So he's going to scheme. So that's 2 plus 1. So he goes to 4. Okay. And his fireball goes off. So we go down to 3. Okay, he's stunned, but he's going to scheme. So that's at 5. And now we take the top card of the deck. Master Plan, place 4 threat. Okay, so we're going to discard cards until we get a side scheme and put that into play. We are discarding. We are discarding. Yeah, wouldn't it be funny if there was just no other side scheme in this deck? Well, that's what happens when you play on random. You never know what you're going to get. Literally not another side scheme. It's over. Okay, so he accelerates, but he does not get to play a side scheme, so he doesn't get to play anything. That is pretty great if you're us. And guess what? We're us. Okay, let's bring some hurt for this guy. Oh boy. So we're going to use White Hot Room to heal 2 again. Since we are still in Alter Ego, we'll go to 5. Yeah, let's unleash and go crazy. We're going to flip. We're going to spend the last resource. We're going to flip. Yeah, we attack for... Oh, no, we're going to... I want to do this the best way. We need to be unleashed first. That... So I don't know what we could spend our, our resource on to get unleashed. I mean, we need to spend something here, and I guess we could... I guess this is the best way to do it. So spend this one and our wild here to play the mental paralysis on the soldier, so he cannot activate. If we go to Alter Ego, we discard that. And we are now unleashed, so we're 1 thwart 3 attack. But we are going to pay 2 and use telepathic trickery to remove 4 threat from a scheme. And since we're unleashed, we will stun and confuse the Ebony Maw. Take that, you jerk. Oop, what was that? Oops, what was that? Was that 5? So we're down to 1. Okay, and now we are going to attack for 3. So hit him for 3. 5, 4, 3. He goes down to 4. Then we are going to use the Psychic Misdirection to... Okay, so the Phoenix Force has 4 counters. Phoenix Force has 0 counters now. After a power counter is placed here, if there are 4 or more. So we can place 2 on that. Well, we can't ready again, so we're going to repurpose the force field generator that is empty and ready and give ourselves +3 attack. So we're going to hit him for 6. So that's going to bring him to his stage 3, final stage. And he is going to have 23 HP. H of the P. Okay. And we're going to discard cards until we get a spell again. There goes Burning Hunger. That's nice. There goes Seduced. Don't want to see that again. There's a spell. So the spell this time, we're in a room here, is Rubble Storm. We're discarding that. 3 counters, and that's the one that deals 2 damage to each character we control. So we got Iceman. I believe we're going to defend with him. Or, yeah, I do believe we'll defend with him this time. I'm going to ready up. Well, I'm not going to use him. I'm going to end my turn, and then we'll see what happens. 3, 4, 5. So, Psychic Blast, there's some damage. Telekinetic Attack, there's some damage. And Nightcrawler. And Mutant Protectors with Nightcrawler. Wow, okay. This is a cool hand. Now... You can call me Luke. Oh, that was so lame. My God. So he adds 2 here because he has an acceleration token. So we go to 3. And he's going to attack. And we're going to defend with... Oh, no, 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 no. If we put Nightcrawler in, when he would take any amount of damage... He'd have to be the defender. Well, I'll just do it. Just to say I did it. No. That's crazy, because we want to use the Telekinetic Attack and the Psychic Blast if we can. 1, what we can't do. After an X-Men enters play, ready an X-Men character. Okay, we'll just defend with Iceman. 2, +1, and Iceman is KO'd. And his ice tokens are gone back to the Ice Bank. Where did the snowman like to deposit all his money? At the Ice Bank. What are you talking about, dude? Okay, that brings 1 counter off Rubble Storm. And let's take the top card of the deck. Oh, wait. My nuts? He's stunned and confused. He can't even attack me. He's stunned. So let's put Iceman back. Sorry, when I flipped him, I lost the counter. So Iceman has 2 damage, 2 frost tokens. Rewind. And so this is the card that comes off the top. So remove 1 invocation counter from each spell in our area. If you have no spells, discard cards at the top of the encounter until you spell. So that's it. He channeled. That doesn't seem fair. It's our turn. And we're going to lay a righteous beatdown on this guy now. Now he's in some serious trouble. So let's go right off the top. 1, 2, 3. Telekinetic attack. 7 damage. If we're unleashed, it has +2 and overkill. So that's 9. He's down to 14. Okay. And I have no way to get another resource, unfortunately, anymore. So I should have done that last time, put the counters there, because I could still spend them. So that's what I'll do this turn. I'm going to add 2. See, just kind of new to this character. I add 2 counters here, and I can still spend them. If it gets to 4, we got to flip back. But anyway, I am going to attack for 3, and he's down to 11. And we're going to pass the turn to him. This time we'll definitely defend with Iceman, because the Rebel Storm is going to kill him anyway. Just like where Colossus was. Oh, Professor Charles Xavier has shown up. So this goes to 5. He has potential. He's threatening to complete that this turn. And he's attacking. We don't... If we can finish him, then we don't have to shuffle the deck. That's the plan. He's attacking, so Iceman will defend. 2 plus a 2 boost. Iceman is destroyed. Oh, knocked out. He'll be back. It's a children's channel. Discarded. And his card... Seduced again. So, once again, Phoenix cannot attack, and that is going to be a major problem. The Enchantress has... and the Rebel Storm goes off. So 2 damage to each character we control. We're down to 3. Okay, Ebony Maw is trying to win this game. Why is Ebony Maw trying to win this game? Remove a status counter, but that's not a status, it's a condition. So we have to get rid of that right now. 2. Blue and yellow. And it's gone. He's at 11, so we're gonna smack him for 3. He'll go down to 8. And we have the force field generator for 2, so we won't die. This needs a red to spend. Let's go back. Gosh, no red. Well, yes, I have the wild. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to spend the wild resource and pay 3, and let's put out Professor X. So we're going to ready Phoenix with Professor X and smack him again. He's down to 5. And we will thwart for 3, down to 2. Okay. Should we flip? Got to take 2 encounter cards. Okay, we're not flipping. We have the shield still. So give it a good shuffle. Oh, gosh. I just gave it a great shuffle. Give it a good shuffle. And a cut. And ready up. Charles Xavier, who has a damage on him. And we'll draw 5 again. 1, 2, from the Ashes, Genius Mutant Protectors with no X-Men. Once again. We will go to the Ebony Maw, who will do 2 counters here. Okay, and this time he will attack. We will defend with Charles Xavier. 5. And Xavier is Sayonara. Wheels his way out of here. And let's take a look at the top card of the deck. Last chance. Treat attached ally. Treat attached ally as a minion. Oh, okay. But there is no minion. So it's Surge. What you got for us, Ebony Maw? Oh, he attacks us. Oh, man. He's coming. We're going to take it standing up. He has 5 health left. I don't know what to do. There's no option to defend. If we exhaust, then we really have no option to attack. Oh. I don't like this. X-Men. Actually, an X-Men ally, so the X-Jet does not work for that. If we defend, it's really no problem. We'll have to delay the game around. That's all. Shoot. Well, we will. We'll defend. So he attacks for 2, 3. Okay. So that's 1 off there. And that was his encounter card, so it is our turn. We're exhausted. Well, what we are going to do is play 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2. Telepathic Trickery. So we're going to remove all 4 threat from this. And we're unleashed, so he's stunned again. Okay. And this is paying for identity card. So 1, 2, 3. And let's put in From the Ashes here. So if we would be defeated, we'll remove this card from the game and ready up and go to full health. And then remove each counter from Phoenix Force. So we're completely charged here. So we'll go back to him on his turn. He's going to put 2 here. And we'll ready up. Sorry. Yeah, we'll ready up and we'll draw 5. Mutant Protectors, Psychic Blast, Telepathic Trickery, Psychic Misdirection, and Repurpose. So that's going to do it, I believe, finally. So he attacks. We're going to, just for fun. Nah, we're not going to do anything for fun. Well, why not? We'll do Psychic Misdirection. Boop. Boop. Psychic Misdirection. So he attacks his little ally here, the Charthurian Soldier, for 4 and destroys him. Okay. And now, he puts 2. And we'll take the top card of the deck. Manipulation, Surge. Okay, so this has 2 counters on it. And when the counters are gone, we discard a random card from our hand and we are confused. And it surges into Channeling Trance, removing 1 from the manipulation. But it has no surge, so that's it. We go and we Psychic Blast him for 4, and we're unleashed. So 7. He is defeated. Okay, Steven, we defeated Ebony Maw on expert difficulty. So what is next? If you watch this, thank you. Sorry for a bit of a sloppy play. Sometimes I do things out of order on the villain's turn. I'm trying to get better, trying to fix that. I will be back with another game. Please like and subscribe and support the content if you like it. Or don't like or don't subscribe. I can't control you. Can't tell you what to do. You can live your own life the way you want to. Thank you for watching the video. Bye-bye.